want to be a winner, not only have to understand how to win, but to understand how to consistently win.
We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
That's our brand of football. If you want to be a winner, not only have to understand how to win, but to understand how to consistently win.
We're the freaking New York Jets, so we're built for this shit.
That's our brand of football.
Good evening. Welcome to the Nick Shine Show. I am your host, Nick. Very busy Tuesday in the land of the New York Jets. Players get put on the IR. A trade gets made. 2 other players. We got a lot to cover, folks. It's an interesting time in Jets land. Let's say that. So sit tight, buckle up, have some fun. We're going to talk Jets football in a few minutes. But first, let's BK.
It's got me.
Gentry covered in football!
Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show. Dim the lights, but it's still bright as Nick time. Day or night, this is his prime, it's Nick Shine. Proud fan, well defined, so get in line. Toe to toe with any show, he only got 9. The best show on YouTube, bro, is easy. We talk Jets all day, please believe me. Subscribe, you just gotta click a family. We not a click in 3D. You can see a beautiful DP. We see through the fake teams and the tea leaves. So we pray for a coach and a QB and hope that we close to the top in the new league. A toast to the host with the most, Nicky. Who, me? Any day, any night, we all shine, bro. First class shine time, the Nick Shine Show. Anytime on YouTube, if you don't know, the Nick Shine Show, the Nick Shine Show.
Fantastic.
Yes, fantastic indeed. Thank you again for being here. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. Listen to Kevin. Kevin, who has multiple prizes heading his way as we speak. He was the winner of the Darrell Revis full-size authentic helmet. And then he won the Joe Namath mini helmet. Both prizes together in the same package are on their way to you, Kevin. So congratulations to you, my friend. Couple things. Thank you to everyone who super chatted, gifted membership the other night. And a special shout out to Eli Betts, who Venmo'd me after the show ended Sunday night to help out my friend JP, the young man who was just cleared of brain cancer. Appreciate all you guys. I was in touch with his dad yesterday, and I'm going to go by there and drop off the money for them probably this weekend. So thank you to everyone who helped contribute and helped, put a smile on a young man's face. So you guys are the best. If anyone would still like to contribute, you can Venmo me or super Venmo or Cash App me. Forgive me. That info is right here if you so choose. For the tailgate, we have some new information. It'll be announced tomorrow on Jake's show in the morning. With the BYOB situation, we'll have that new pricing and info for all of you. But ladies and gentlemen, New York Jets made some moves today. And we're gonna cover those right here. Quincy Williams and Marcelino McCurry both placed on IR, which means they're out a minimum of 4 weeks. They wouldn't be eligible to come back until the Cincinnati game. With the bye week following that, you're probably not looking at them until the Cleveland game. Maybe they come back beforehand, but if it's fringe, why risk it? A little bit of a surprise move. They acquired cornerback Jarvis Brownlee. Now, Jarvis Brownlee was drafted last year by the Titans And a lot of Titans fans are upset about this move. A lot of them are upset that they let a young talent go. Listen, the Jets gave up a sixth to get a seventh in return. And I saw somebody on Twitter, maybe it was Buffalo Jet fan, say the percentage of guys in round 6 or 7 that succeed in this league is very small. If you can trade a pick in that round for someone who's already showed he can play, that's a good trade. So that's what they did here. I'm going to go back and look. I had some info. Hold on. All right. So Dom C, he's our draft guy. I go to him. Jake goes to him. Green Bean, others. Says about Brownlee, I remember liking him a lot. He played at Louisville. He was a real physical, scrappy kind of corner. Thought he was going to play slot at the next level, but Tennessee had him playing outside. So one of the things about him is he's a little penalty prone, but that's okay. We have a penalty prone cornerback, and we just paid him the top contract in the league for a corner. So I don't think it really matters if someone's penalty prone. We love those guys in the secondary. That seems to be the only type of requirement we have to be on the Jets. Now, Brownlee is a very good tackler. A very good tackler. I am curious to see how he's utilized. Makes me wonder if some changes are coming. Makes me wonder if some injuries are bigger than we think. Aaron Glenn will be at the mic tomorrow on Wednesday in front of the media. So we'll get some answers in the morning. But I think this move leads to more questions than it does answers. So are they moving Carter or Stevens to safety? Did they need another corner? Do the Jets view Brownlee the way Dom C views him, more of a nickel guy? Do you move Carter to safety, who's had trouble in coverage so far this year? Like I said, this move, as of right now, tonight, the day of the trade, has more questions than answers for me. So I think sit tight, to be determined. We also signed linebacker Mark Robinson from the Patriots practice squad. So with signing him, he immediately goes to the active roster. So with the acquisition of Brownlee and Robinson, the Jets don't need to make any other moves, because with putting Quincy and McCrary Ball on the IR, that's your 2 in, 2 out. They also added linebacker Ben Neiman, who's played 103 games, to the practice squad. Where are you? There you are. So Jets are trying to solidify some things on their defense. A little more here from Samini. Brownlee hasn't played a lot in the slot, 93 snaps over the last 1+ year, but he could provide depth behind Michael Carter. They really don't have a backup slot. Malachi Moore can play there, but he's playing safety with Tony Adams sideline. And then Samini has his article. So listen, you're not going to make moves that rock the world at this time of year. You're going to make hold the fort types of moves. Maybe Brownlee is a roll the dice type of guy. Maybe he's somebody who can develop. Maybe, I don't know. And I don't have an answer for you guys. Like I said, there's more questions than answers. But stay tuned. We might get some answers tomorrow morning. It's Wednesday. I'll be on with Jake back on my regular scheduled day, 10 o'clock in the morning. We'll go live and see if we get some more info in the morning. But for those of you that are really fucking negative, I have a couple observations. The Jets are really 2 plays from being 2-1. The fumble by Gibson in the opener, and Garrett Wilson breaking up an interception right before the half. And it could have played out that they're 2-1 at this point. So I'm not one of you it's the end of the world, everything's so bad, because I don't fucking look at life that way. The Jets have scored 69 points in 3 games. Fitting? Yes. The Jets have outscored the Patrick Mahomes-led Kansas City Chiefs so far in 3 games. Who had us averaging 23 points a game and being 0-3? None of us did. So I'm not going to sit here and say it's the end of the world. We've played 3 bad games. We've had games where we've scored 20 points in 3 games. I think the defense is fixable. I think there's some things that they can do to correct it. So I don't think the ship is sinking. I don't think it's tank for the number 1 pick. I think it's just a matter of a young team learning how to win. You had a quarterback change after 7 quarters. You had to use a different quarterback for the last 5. And you still have scored 23 points a game. And that's with one game being a disaster. So we haven't had a rush game the last 2 games. We've committed some bad penalties on 3rd downs to extend the opposition. So I think all of these things are correctable. I think all of these things are fixable. And I think you're going to see wins start to show up. And I think the 3-game losing streak to start Aaron Glenn's career as a coach is going to be an afterthought after not too long. So that's where I'm at. Like I said, I don't believe in putting my time, my money, my energies, my efforts in life into something and being negative about it. Literally 2 plays and we can be 2-1. Turnovers change games. We don't commit those 2 turnovers, we could be sitting here at 2-1. So why aren't the Jets motivated? Why can't we pummel them in the trenches? Are you a Jet fan or no? Everything's always fluffing up and filleting the other team. It gets old, man. It really does, Alan. I love you. You're my friend, but it gets old. Everything is building up the opposition, and they're so fucking great, and they got everything in the world on their side. It gets played out, man. We're 3 games into a fucking regime. David says he might be. I started watching the Jets Bucks game this evening. In the first 20 minutes or so, I thought Quincy had a mixed performance. Yeah, I don't get why we're that big on Quincy. He's out of position. He's over pursued. He hasn't gotten home when he's blitzed. He stuttered on his blitzes. He hasn't looked that great at times. Sure, he makes some big plays here and there, but he hasn't been consistent enough at linebacker to be a game changer. Yeah, the big fella, my homeboy. I know him. I love him. Hi, Kim. Kim's a calming influence on me. It's a perfect person with the big fella to follow up me addressing Alan in the chat. I thought Quincy played hard, but he overran it. Yeah. Listen, I think everyone on the defense is pressing right now. I think it's not just Quincy. I think everyone's trying so hard to make a play that they're not staying true to the scheme and they're not staying true to their responsibilities. You can't make plays for other players. Sometimes the best thing to do is just do your job. And I hate to quote Bill Belichick because you guys know how much I hate him. But sometimes that's the simplicity of a scheme. Just do your job. If your job is to clog the A gap and eat up the guard in the center so the linebacker could flow to the ball carrier, do your job. If your job is to seal on the backside and watch for a cutback or a counter, do your job, Michael Clemens. I think that a lot of the mistakes, and I'm looking at this as a coach, not a fan. I think a lot of the mistakes that I see on film are fixable. I think that there's things schematically that we can do to correct how we're opening things up for the opposition. I think our blitzes can be a little more aggressive. I think there's stutters on it, and guys are afraid to get home. We're giving too much time on blitzes. Either we're not sending enough. Like, if you're gonna fucking send everyone, send everyone. Also, we're the only team in the NFL so far this season not to play cover six. I think the top 5 defenses in the league are the top 5 out of 6 with their percentage of being cover six. So maybe there's some adjustments that need to be made. But when I look at the team, I think there's things that we can do. I think there's things that we can correct. I think that whoever the quarterback is this week, we should implement a quick passing game and get someone like Arian Smith the ball in space. We should get Garrett the ball quickly and let him try to shake and bake. Mason Taylor had 4 catches. It was only for 18 yards, but there's going to come where he catches it and he can turn upfield. I think we got to get the ball out quicker. And when we spread them out and get the ball out quicker, that's when you can gash with the run game. It's something that's been eating at me that we're not doing that. I hate seeing these bunch formations. Yeah, Clancy, thank God the Boston Red Sox won today. I felt so dirty saying let's go Red Sox on Facebook and in the Discord group. But it worked out. Yankees with a nice 2-run 9th inning to walk it off. And then seconds later, Boston defeats the Blue Jays. So I remember we were 7 games back not too long ago. Were we more than 7? And now we're 1 game out with 5 games to go. So why am I getting a code from Progressive? Why am I getting a code from my insurance company right now? The big fella. Nick, I'm optimistic about the trade today. If you can get penalties under control, we got a baller. Titans fans are pissed we got him. Yes, absolutely they are. Their Instagram and Twitter pages were just filled with hatred and anger about this move. He plays the run well. He tackles well. He's already partially better than Sauce. But thank you, big fella, for the super chat. And the big fella, your mini helmet will be here on the 29th. We will talk, obviously. If you want to wait for the Carolina game or if you want to get together before that, I'm down to hang out and meet you and meet up. So we can work that out, but it's your call. But thank you for the super chat, my friend. Adirondack says 13 personnel would be nice to see. I mean, I think we're a little too predictable. I would love to see more of Arian Smith and Garrett Wilson stacked together and run the dagger concept. Run Arian Smith right at the safety and then bring Garrett in behind him. 8 to 12 yards downfield. 10 to 15 because you want to get that depth behind the linebacker. Wildwave, member of the channel for 16 months. The fact that Glenn was seen clapping after loss shows how pussy this team is mentally and physically. He has to boost their morals. I disagree with this, Wildwave. You and I agree on a lot. I have no issue with a coach complimenting his team and their efforts. None. I don't know why anybody would. You can fix some things so you compete longer in the game, but they didn't give up. You can be proud of that. There's no shame in that. I got no issue with that. I've lost big games. I've lost games that hurt, that sting. And the first thing you do is you bring your team together and you address them and you tell them how proud of them you are. Yeah, we got some things we got to work on, but I'm proud of your effort. It doesn't change when you get to the pros. Leaders lead. Leaders just don't lead after victories. Leaders lead in bad times as well. That's how you get to the good times, with good leadership. Aaron Glenn is a good leader. We just have to turn there to get the wins. But I don't want Aaron Glenn, and he will not change when things start going well. He's going to treat his players the same. He's going to coach them the same way. So I have no issue with Glenn clapping. None. And I don't think anybody should, but everyone looks to nitpick at every little thing this team does. And if they don't like it, they bitch about it. So yeah, David, it looked like Evans was getting ready to push off, and Evans had an arm full extended. I think it should have just been a no call. But I think every Jet fan knew. I said to Nikki watching the game, it's 3rd and 29. I was like, we're getting a penalty. We're going to give them a first down. There's no way that we're doing this multiple times in a row and not committing a penalty. 3rd and 9, 3rd and 19, 3rd and 29. Yeah, we're not stopping 3 times on 3rd down without committing a penalty. There's no way. Big fella says, hell yeah. All right, we'll talk. As soon as the helmet arrives, we'll talk. We'll figure it out. Jay Quest, what year did the same old Jets motto? It ain't a fucking motto. Come on, Quest. I'm not saying to you, but someone said it somewhere, and Jets fans cling to negativity. I just got a fax from 1996. They want the headphones back. What's wrong with the headphones? The headphones are fantastic. No word yet on Jermaine. We should have information tomorrow morning, at least to know where he's at, if he's out, if he's progressing, if it's later in the week. We know Jermaine is very, very quick to share his thoughts, his progress, his health on social media. So you'll probably know from him before you hear from Glenn. So sign up for alerts for Jermaine Johnson. Sounds like a plan. While they are at it, stop running the ball, starting 10 yards back on 3rd and 1. Yeah, I mean, this makes zero sense. The New York Jets are one of the teams that voted for the tush push and haven't used it. David D says, Alan, I think Stevens' days as a Jets cornerback are numbered. He might be moved to safety, but I think today's trade is an indicator the Jets aren't satisfied. Yeah, it's either one of two things, which I was saying earlier, David. It's either going to be Carter is dinged up and they're going to move him to safety so he's not in man coverage over the middle, or they're going to move Stevens. And they're not ready, or maybe both. Maybe you shake things up and you put AZ Thomas outside and you put Brownlee inside. I don't know. Big fella says, where did all the shit talking Mets fans go? Dude, I'm happy Nate's not here. Can we not summons him, big fella? Please. He knows when things like this get put in the chat and he will appear out of nowhere. Let's keep him nowhere. But we have been mentioning that in the DP, how angry and aggressive Mets and Yankees fans were in April and May. And now it's like nobody even wants to talk baseball. It's Boomtown and me and Clancy. Also, I'm furious. This game is at 7 o'clock on Monday night. Furious. I got my vacation day declined. I put in for the vacation day and it got fucking declined. So I'm not happy. And now I can't even put in the request for half a day because it got declined. I would have liked to take a half a day to be off for the game at 7. So having to be at work on Monday night upsets me. Stanley, his first 4 words should be on a t-shirt. Clemens is a joke. And no argument here, man. He looks good without a shirt on. He's a walking penalty and always gets wiped out on blocks. He's out of position. He guesses too much. He tries to play positions he's not in. You saw a cutback run the other day where he just tried to run down the line and went, oh, shit. No, bro, you're the end. You seal the end. You make sure you don't give cutbacks. I don't get it. I don't. There's no such thing as too much caffeine. I don't know what you're talking about, big fella. Chris will be in the Wildwoods this weekend for vacation. I wonder, do they still have? There used to be a thing when I would go to Wildwood. There was a giant robot on the boardwalk, and you can go up to it and take a picture with it. I wonder if they still have that robot there. Of course I do. I gotta bust your balls. I wouldn't be me if I wasn't busting your balls. Stanley says we need to see Jelani Woods and Stone Martin. Why are we seeing so much of Tyler Johnson who's dropped key passes? I mean, there's nobody else, right? Josh Reynolds is the number 2, and he's out. Hopefully, he's back this week. That would be a nice addition. But, ladies and gentlemen, Eli Betts, member for 3 months, and shout out to Eli again. Eli, I thanked you earlier for your Venmo to help out my buddy JP. I will be going to see his dad later this week, maybe the weekend, and drop some money off for them. So thank you everyone for Sunday night and the gifted memberships and the super chats to help out a young kid with cancer. Or let me rephrase that: cancer free, but he's got a long journey ahead of him in his rehabilitation process. He says, Nick, did we ever figure out why AG never went for 2 after the Will McDonald touchdown? A re-pointer. Yeah, that math was wrong. If we went by 2, we would have only been up by 2. Samini was wrong with the math. If we went for 2 and we got it, we would have lost the game 29-28. It wouldn't have made a difference. We lost 29-27. Going for 2 wouldn't have made a difference at all. A field goal still defeats us. I'm looking for comments in the chat. Don't forget, folks, super chats, great way to get your comment on air immediately. Gifted memberships help grow this community. I mean, he's got to be. He's got to be in the conversation. Like in terms of fundamentals, technically sound, disciplined, like he's got to be the worst player in the NFL. Put it this way. Him not being able to seal the edge at edge is like the equivalent of Zach Wilson not being able to get a snap. At least Zach Wilson can get a snap. I would say Zach Wilson is a better player at his position than Michael Clemens is at his. So yes, Michael Clemens is the worst player in the NFL. Chrome, if you had a strong feeling where $1 million was hiding, but it was halfway across the country, and you want to go with family, but they want you to wait 2 weeks to leave, what would you do? What family? I don't need anybody slowing me down. I'll call Clancy. We'll drive in shifts. We'll get there quick as hell. Johnny Boy with a weird question. Anyone going to the Daft Punk concert? Eli, thank you again, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, David, sometimes you just need substance. You don't need flash. You know, Josh Reynolds might have the substance called for to play the position. He's a little quicker than Allen Lazard. I think all of us would rather see Josh Reynolds out there over Allen Lazard. Man, you guys are not Samini fans. I reached out to Samini. I'm trying to get him for the show. If I get him on the show, can you just maybe hold back that aggression? We had a little bit of back and forth. It was right before the season started, and I told him I'd check in again later, closer to the bye. So, as a favor to me, if I do get a ESPN reporter on the show, can we make all those comments the show after he's on, please? Bill, fuck you, Bill. If Will McDonald stopped at the 1, we would have been mildly upset too. If Will McDonald would have stopped at the 1, we would have had a holding penalty. We would have been a pass interference, offensive. It would have been 3rd and goal from the 32, and we would have lost our fucking minds, and everyone would have hated Will McDonald. Yeah, Clancy said it. It was a couple comments later. Yeah, I don't understand. All right, Chrome, you approve? Yeah. What family? I gotta. If I know where $1 million is, we're getting lots of Tim Hortons. Eli, yeah, I'm gonna have to have a meeting with the renters, and the renters are some of the biggest Samini haters, so we might have to give out some new wrenches to control the renters. And I know Boomtown's gonna have some fucking fun with that comment later in the show. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate it. I even brought that to Jake's show in the chat today. 90% of people had no idea what that was, but for the 10% that got that joke, that made my day. Good morning, Blitz. 100% Clancy. And the Jets are going to win this week because me and Clancy are agreeing too much. Samini is a Jet historian. He will tell you this is the first time this has happened since then. Breaking news to you guys. We've been bad. When we're good, this is the first time this has happened since then. It's the first time this has happened since then. He loves doing that, revisiting the past type of comments, tweets. All we got to do is give more positive fucking things to talk about, and there will be. He tells it like it is. We've sucked. There's not much fluff. He's not a fluffer. I know some of you might want to be fluffers. God bless you. I hope you enjoy. You know who's not a fluffer? The big fluffer. I mean, the big fella. At the game, I asked Eric Allen when we were cutting Clemens. He said he would play better. He didn't. I feel lied to. Well, big fella, as your twin, I might have to tweet at Eric Allen on your behalf. I don't know if you're on Twitter. But any of you on Twitter, please follow me, The Nick Shine Show. I'll follow you back if you're a Jet fan. But I might have to tweet at Eric Allen and say, you told me before the game Clemens would play better. You lied to me. Why would you do that? And see if we can get a big fella. I'm on it. I'm on it. Thank you, big fella, for the super chats. Ladies and gentlemen, you know the deal. Super chats get your comment on air immediately, just like the big fellas. So today is the first show of a new raffle. I don't have the prize yet. I got to talk to Kevin. I got an idea, but the previous winner of the big raffle, which was the Namath mini helmet, will have some input into it. I got an idea, but obviously I'll kick it off at Kevin first, and then from there, run it by the Discord. But anything, contributions today, super chats, $5 and up, gifted memberships, will get you on a wheel. For what prize yet? I don't know. Oh, Kevin says run with it. All right, let me solidify that I can purchase it. I don't want to say it and then I can't get it, but I got an idea. I will say this as a little tease for you guys. It might be going back to happier days. Maybe we'll get away from the current players. Maybe we don't want to jinx anyone. So we'll see. Obviously, I will let you guys know immediately. And you guys were absolutely awesome the other night. So I will kick us off tonight with a membership. Ooh, hiccups. That sucks. We're doing a talk show. It went to that guy. Thank you to that guy. I don't know that guy, or if it's even a guy. I like to say that internationally known, I guess. Who did it go to, Rick Kent? Some Korean dude. Oh, MC May says it's Chinese. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And Bill, General Tao got a membership. All right, Bill, no fuck you for that one. Well done. All right, folks. It is it's almost 12 o'clock. Let's see if any of you guys want to call in. I got to be up early. I got to be up by 8:30. But if anyone wants to call in, I'll hang out for a little while. I mean, Rick, he did say that he shaved for vacation. We got to see what he looks like with no beard. Oh, wait. Oh, he updated his photo. Oh man, hold on. Let's get this. What she said a little bigger. Let's see, Chris without a. All right, style, classic. There we go. All right, Chris, we see you, buddy. Oh, I think that's the biggest one, classic. All right, there we go. I got you, Rick. I was changing. There's four. Oh, sorry. I put Rick's comment up. Rick, also, that's what she said. Many times. Put that back up, Nick. Big fella, now in the mood for Thai food. I will stay here. Nick, thoughts about our New York Jets disguising our blitzes better and more often to get home and cause havoc. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier, Chris. I would like to see them. If you're going to be aggressive and you're going to blitz, you got to be able to cover. If not, you might have to go into coverage sacks where you're giving the pass rush more time to get there. So you got to find that balance. Without Quincy, who's one of our better blitzers, maybe we change that scheme a little bit. I would rather prefer with Waddle and Hill and even A-Chain's catch and run ability. I don't want to blitz and they throw swing passes or quick passes, and then we have gaps downfield that they just keep running. So I think having 7 guys downfield, clogging up the passing lanes, taking away Tua's first reads are the ways that I would go, and give Will and Quinnen time to get home. And hopefully JJ's back. You know, they didn't, for example, CeeDee Lamb just had a high ankle sprain, and he's going to miss 4 weeks minimum. JJ has an ankle. They didn't put him on the IR. So they didn't put him on 4 weeks. So there's a good chance you're back in 2. Because if they think you're going to be 3, they might give you 4. So I think there's a good chance Jermaine is ready for Monday night with the extra day. You know, you basically get another 32 hours without that 1 o'clock on Sunday. So maybe he gets better. Big fella, I don't even care if it's in a Diddy way. Anything that stops him from wanting to run the ball well. Whatever it takes. No, Johnny. Oh, Jack Talk Thai. Jack Talk Thai real good. Listen, Brownlee, is not going to get as many flags as other guys on this team. And the cool part about trading for Brownlee is that they beat the Patriots to it. Vrabel reached out as well. We the people. We miss your photoshops, you son of a bitch. Get back to doing what you do best. What's going on with QW? Well, Quincy Williams is on the short-term IR for 4 weeks. So is McCrary Ball. We traded for a cornerback, Brownlee, from the Titans. We signed a linebacker off of the Patriots practice squad, Robinson. And then we signed another guy to our practice squad. So those were the moves made today, Weed. And I know you've smoked so much weed, you're going to forget this, and we're going to have to tell you again tomorrow. So enjoy that information while it lasts. I know. Yeah, Sauce came back into the game, so he shouldn't be on the report. If he had any signs of a concussion, he would have never got cleared to get back into the game. So he should not have anything. If they do, there's major problems with the league, and the Jets will be in deep shit. Big fella, he did it. They mentioned it on air. He did it, played a little bit, but he didn't look right, from what I recall. They mentioned it on air that he wasn't himself, but he was trying to go after Quincy got hurt, and then all of a sudden you saw Kiko out there more. Yeah, Cam Jones, you're probably going to see a mix of guys. I think it'll be situational. I don't think you're going to have Sherwood and Quincy out there the whole game, or Quincy's replacement out there the whole game. It's going to be rundowns, Kiko. It's going to be passing downs, other guys. Do you get creative? Do you put somebody like a Brownlee in at linebacker to cover A-Chain out of the backfield? Do you get creative with your scheme? Also, if I call that and that happens, defensive coordinator. NFL DC right there. You know, why not? If the guy can tackle well and you got guys, do something innovative, do something different. You know, they got speed. They don't have a lot of power. You should be able to stop the run with your front. Oh, Allen, I am looking forward to Mendoza. I really like him. At least you like him. Now stop liking him, because just like when you became Josh Allen Avatar in the playoffs last year, Josh Allen turned to shit. Also, start liking Josh Allen, because with the next 6 games on their schedule, they could be 9-0 real quick. And I definitely don't even want to hear about that bullshit of them going undefeated. So start rooting for Josh Allen. Yeah, big fella. I was watching that too. That was a good start. It was 21-21, and then halftime. And then Rutgers just couldn't fucking do anything after that. But that was an exciting first half. Surprising. Yeah, I know, Clancy. I caught it after. I was hoping nobody else got that. You and me are in sync, Clancy. Modine's here, ladies and gentlemen. Positivity flowing in the chat. Nick, I thought the show might go on hiatus after the Jets season ended. Well, that's where you're wrong. The season hasn't ended, my friend. It just hasn't begun yet. Ha! Joke's on you. Ladies and gentlemen, Jaden D'Angelo.
Hello.
What's going on?
I'm playing the game with the boys.
What are you playing?
Fortnite, of course.
Of course. What boys?
Johnny and Eddie.
Oh, nice. So I spoke to Nikki, and we felt a lot better about the Cincinnati trip.
Without Joe.
In that they got their tours blown off. So we're in. We're in. We're driving out. I got the vacation day for Monday,
Right.
and we'll talk and we'll book that and get that going.
Yeah. Like I said, it really depends on how much I spend during the weekend prior, because I'll be out there for your birthday and the game, of course.
Nice.
Hopefully that doesn't run me too much, but yeah, I'm looking forward to those games at least.
Yeah. Well, that on Saturday, that Carolina on the birthday, Sophia's got a softball tournament all day at Colonia. So
We all gonna go hang out there?
That's it. That's it. We'll all go there. Everyone come support
I'm down.
Sophia. We'll put a crazy Jet section together for Sophia at the field. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what's on your mind with the Jets, man?
I'm not nothing that anybody else hasn't said. It's the same shit. You can't rely on anybody at this point. It's sad. Like I was telling everybody in the DP, like obviously we used to be able to have a defense, and now we can't even have that. So I don't know. Seems like a full rebuild at this point.
Dude, 23 points a game, and we're 0-3. If you would have told us before the season, Jets will score 23 points a game, we would have been booking trips to the Super Bowl.
I wouldn't go that far, but I definitely would have thought playoffs.
Rick Kent, if he's not ready to drive the truck. His mom's got a little Buick Enclave or Buick. It's a mini SUV. It's like a Ford Edge. There's no way he's touching that. There's no
Not
way.
to mention the hours.
Yeah, I'm good. Not happening, Rick. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to you coming out for the Carolina game, and it's going to be low key. If anything, like I said, the hotel that you're staying at has a Longhorn Steakhouse right there, so I don't want to say too much because I don't want to get a million questions by.
You don't want to dox me?
No, I don't want other people asking me 6,000 fucking questions about something they're not even going to show up to.
Yeah, true.
I saw you laugh. But all right, Jaden, thank you for calling it. It's been too long, man. Don't be a stranger.
Yeah, I'm not much of a Jets talker. I mean, I'll talk if the topic's up, but like, especially a long form conversation, I'd rather talk about many things.
I got you. I understand. I appreciate it, man, and thank you for
My
being
pleasure.
with you guys. Did you guys just all in the game decide to click in at the same time here?
Yeah.
It's a Fortnite takeover.
Yeah.
All right. I guess all the Fortniters are like, oh, we gotta call in.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's get it.
All the Fortniters are like, we gotta call in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can multitask, baby.
Peter, what's your gamer tag? We need that.
I have to double check. Let me see.
It's Peter Pins PS5.
Extraordinary.
Oh yeah, Peter Pan.
Yep, that's me.
I like it. Yeah. Oh.
I gotta do the Bobby wave.
It was like the first day of kindergarten. I'm here.
Hey, yo, Nick, what's your thought on everybody saying that we should have took a knee on the fucking 2-yard line?
That's idiotic.
That's wild.
High
as
insight.
fuck.
That's
We
the
would have
only
had a
reason you
holding
could say that.
penalty, a false start, an offensive pass interference. It would have been 4th and goal from the 30-yard line. I'm good. We would have never done that. No.
Exactly.
No. You get a moment like that, you do it. How about just get a fucking stop?
Yeah.
How about not having 3 wide receivers on the bottom of the screen doing an all-out blitz and only leaving 2 guys in coverage, and they get to Sterling Shepard like a 20-something yard play? They had 2 guys covering 3. If you go back and watch that play.
Yeah, score on that is not guaranteed if we fucking take a knee at the 2 or whatever the fuck. Like, it's not
100%.
a conclusion that we're going to
Can you
score.
imagine the memes if we did that? Can you imagine that blowing up in our fucking face?
We're not the Eagles. The Eagles, take that knee. Kill time.
It's hair.
Have all faith.
And I know they've been talking about the fucking tush push and all that shit, but that takes time, doesn't it?
Not when you have 2 big quarterbacks like Fields. You don't even have to do a tush push.
No,
You can
it's a
just
quarterback
do a keeper
sneak.
off a guard.
Everybody's done a
Everyone
quarterback
does it.
sneak.
Tom Brady and Peyton Manning
What the fuck?
fucking did it. Why can't we do it?
They just reinvented. They just made it better.
Also, Johnny just wanted to say tush.
I did. Exactly why I wanted to say that.
Sure was.
I got something I got to add. Go ahead, you guys talk. Gator sent me something today that I can add now. That I could do a little production.
So, what are your guys' thoughts on being able to operate the Megazord like we just did right now?
Oh, come
That
on.
win we got.
It was awesome. Shouldn't be coming up.
Jets Megazord was pretty wild because it was doing its own thing, and Addy was yelling at me because he thought I was moving it, but I wasn't.
No, but for real though, back to the New York Jets. Like, I know it's something that a lot of us don't want to hear, but it's something that unfortunately we have to do is have some. You don't have to be a doctor to have some patience, y'all. So we just have to do that. If you keep pressing reset, you shouldn't be wondering why we're always at square one, because we keep pressing the fucking reset button. You don't plant a seed. You don't plant a seed and then go outside the next week and see a big ass tree.
Addison, did you say planting seed?
You're damn right. You can't see it. Do it sideways.
Hell yeah.
I remember that. I was there. That was a well spent money by Nate. Shout out to Nate.
Yo, he got them quick strokes. I see him.
Rick.
That was sped up.
Nate gave Bobby a $5 super chat to hump his chair yesterday.
I don't think it was 5.
Probably not.
Yeah. You think it's a so let me ask you this, Nick, with the Quincy injury, right? And I love Quincy and all that. But do you think this just essentially, puts in the guy from that we picked up? What the fuck is his name?
Mark Robinson.
Kiko.
Whatever. Yeah, Kiko. There we go. To be essentially, moving forward for him to be the fucking linebacker for us for the future itself, or is it?
Man, we got to see performance before we anoint anybody and give them a title of linebacker of the future or any position, right?
Yeah.
Like go play well. That's the main thing. Just go play well. Don't look lost out on the field. Make plays. Make your tackles. If Peter could go out there and fucking tackle guys, I'll take Peter. Like, I don't give a shit. I don't have any loyalty to anybody. I just want to see guys on the defense. I'm simple. Don't commit penalties. Line up the right way and make fucking tackles.
Do you know anything about that Robinson guy we picked up from the Patriots practice squad?
Say that again.
Do you know anything about that guy we picked up from the Patriots practice squad?
Robinson?
Yeah, Robinson.
No. He played a little bit last year for them, but I've never seen him play. I don't know anything about him.
Let's see what we got.
Looks like a typical linebacker. He's fucking jacked in the one picture of him walking off the field, so.
Hell yeah.
Are you there, fuckface?
Yeah, I'm here. The camera just won't work for whatever reason.
The camera I gave you?
No, my laptop camera.
Wait a minute. I gave you a camera and you don't even fucking use it?
Well, my new laptop camera is better than that camera.
So then obviously it's not.
It just won't work.
Yeah, well, that's not better. That's the definition of not being better. Like, that's the Michael Clemens of cameras right now. Get the camera that I gave you and just hook it up to the USB port, dumbass. Wait, let me guess. I don't know where it is. Nick gave me something nice and I got rid of it.
I do actually know where it is. It's just I got to dig for it.
Did your dog eat it? You have to go in its butt?
No, it's behind my TV.
That's where I store
behind your TV.
Yeah, behind my TV, Addison. What is that? What is that? Funny?
Yeah, that's where you keep important shit, right? Behind the TV.
What am I, a clown? I'm here to abuse you.
Your birth certificate back there too.
Everyone wave good night to the big fella. Bye, big fella.
I'm waving, but you can't see it. I actually don't know. I've been trying to figure this shit out for like the last few days why my camera won't work.
That's fine.
I heard it has. Oh, I can't say that word.
Sure, you can.
All right, he's back. There we go. He's back.
Yeah, that's a fucking
Joe Biden.
It's a great picture.
Yep. Joe Biden is here.
He's back.
Joe Biden is here.
That was the night I made like 6 faces in a row, right? Just so you can use in future photos.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good times.
Yeah, back in the old man interneting days.
What's up, everybody?
What's up, bro?
Chilling, man.
Yeah. I put a little bit of this conversation in the chat. Yeah, Rick, I think we're good. I don't think any employer is going to get that far in the interview process where they're going to look it up.
They have to get hired before they go to HR.
When the two of them get there and do their interviews, and Charles is like, I just want to let you know, here's the list of days that I need off when there's movie openings. And Bobby's like, I can't work on these days. Like, I wish them well, but I'm also realistic.
I'm mad at Bobby. Bobby said he had 10 minutes left on his show, so I tried to call in, and it fucking went straight to, like, whatever. He just abruptly ended it.
He'd be doing that.
That's Bobby.
He'd be doing that.
Hell yeah.
Because he has so much fucking going on. Yeah, Bobby's busy. He has to take a phone call from Henry Kissinger.
Rick said we called Bobby's show and got voicemail.
Basically, yeah.
And the voicemail is full, so you couldn't even leave a message.
Unbelievable.
Did you guys get any victory royales?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we got
Just
down.
did.
Peter, you play too?
I only had one
you
house.
just-
I'm playing Call of Duty right now. I don't play gay ass Fortnite.
I just got on my phone.
Yeah. He's rocking with us.
That's Peter Pins.
Sent you a friend request.
Yeah, how are you Peter Pins, but you have Bowling Jet here?
Peter
It's a
Pins
man.
bowling jet.
Same,
shit.
same.
With his Italia hat on.
It's like Eminem and Slim Shady, bro. Like, he can be more than one person, all right?
You be the Italian Slim Shady.
Alter egos.
Yeah.
You
The
could
Peter
be
Pin's name
you
is
could be Slim Sketty.
Works. So subscribe to the Discord.
Shout out to Lane, man.
Peter's rap name is Angel Hair Pasta.
Bill, Bobby
That's a
yesterday.
good
I'm
one.
back today. Eat shit. Bill, usually it doesn't take a full 24 hours. Sometimes it's been back-to-back sentences with that roller coaster. And Addie's face.
Yo,
Doesn't
what's
Listen,
fucking-
as Aaron Glenn said, to keep this little jet related here with this joke, it takes a long time for a ship to turn, but not Bobby's moods. They're like flying back and forth.
Oh, no.
Look at him. He's got
It's like a
regular
grass-
skin.
Yeah,
like a grasshopper.
Bobby's mood is more like a jet ski than it is a boat. Quick turn.
Yo, Addie, you're missing out on this fucking great name.
Pistol Pete.
Pistol Pete, baby.
It's another one.
Pete.
Peter, you're so
Jeez, how many alter egos do you got, man?
Peter,
We're gonna
you're
keep
such-
making them.
Peter Pins, dude. You're such a fan.
Peter the Pussy.
That name's dope. We talking about weed. Peter
Yeah.
Pins is sick.
Peter picked a bunch of pickled peckers.
You're just mad because they don't call you Tommy Two Socks.
Oh,
Oh.
I
yeah,
never-
you only
that-
got one.
I never have the same socks, though. That makes sense. You're always mismatching. They're the same brand. They're the same brand of socks. They're just different colors. It doesn't. Life's too short to worry about matching socks. All right.
You're too short to worry about socks.
He's afraid of somebody putting him in one. Remember Full Metal Jacket when they put bars of soap in his sock? I'd actually beaten him with weed.
I have a fucking garbage bag full of weed right now.
Is that
Yeah,
behind the
Pistol-
TV too?
What?
Yo,
Yeah,
Pistol
for the
Pete,
plant
where'd you
that-
go?
It's for the plant that we cut down.
right here.
All right. Well, this is a jet
I'll
show.
play.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, Peter's playing tag.
What up, Jorge?
Is Georgie?
Are you playing?
Jorge.
Jorge. Mi hermano.
Yeah, it's a new guy.
I'm trying, Jets, Johnny. I'm trying.
Yeah, man. We're talking about the Jets. Johnny's wearing his
Too
Jets
far
hat.
off
He's
the
real.
Didn't skip me.
Johnny's wearing his Jets
I
hat.
changed to my jet skin on Fortnite.
I'm wearing my Gryffindor shirt. Shout out to Beastbreaker. Hell yeah.
No, Slytherin's where it's at, bro.
All right, let me ask you this, Nick. Who gives you the better chance to win, Justin Fields or Tyrod? Because everybody's blowing up right now with fucking. I think it's Justin Fields. That's my take. I think because of his fucking legs and what he could do with that, just gives it another fucking
I think if
dynamic.
the offensive line blocks better, it would be Taylor right now. It depends what Fields we get. If we get week 1 Fields, okay, I'll take that, obviously. But if the offensive line blocks better, last week Taylor was not bad. Taylor's not the reason we lost the game. Taylor got the ball out right. He got it even when he was getting hit 15 times. He was still getting the ball out to people.
Yeah, he was throwing.
I would much rather see Taylor with the line picking up blitzes better until Fields is fully healthy.
Yeah, it took to the fourth quarter for Engstrand to fucking figure that out.
Yeah, dude.
Is Fields cleared for this week?
Yeah, I think they
Find
cleared
out
him.
tomorrow.
I thought he got
That's
cleared.
tomorrow.
Probably Fields. I feel more
I
confident.
don't think they'll play him. Oh. Who is that?
Rubino. That's Mike Rubino.
Oh.
Giraffe Rubino.
Legend.
Jorge with the question. You think the Jets should trade for Kayvon Thibodeau? We hate him, but we need him.
Nah.
I'm not again. I mean, you're getting into the 5th-year option. I don't know if that was picked up or not. I wouldn't want to trade for someone on an expiring contract, considering where we're at. I don't know if they picked up his 5th year. But if you're trading for him, you're giving him an extension, and I doubt you're going to give him an extension when you got Will and JJ, who can both get extensions. So he's going to want money.
Our defensive line really isn't a problem. It's our secondary that's the problem.
It's
the depth of DN,
It's
though,
the
now,
whole-
JJ. But I'm not going to give up pieces for Thibodeau. Like, that's going to cost you.
We're
a
rebuilding.
decent
What are we
pick.
talking
The young
about?
pass rusher is going to cost you a 2 or 3.
Whole enchilada.
That's true. It's going to take a couple of years for Glenn to get his guys in. And, this isn't Glenn's team. You're taking the same team from last year.
It is his team.
You're taking the same team from last year and expecting Glenn
It's
to
not the
just
same
turn
team.
around. It's mostly the same team.
Whose fault is that?
I mean,
He could have got rid of
No,
some of these
I'm
players.
not going to say it's not his fault. That's
Yeah,
not
him and-
Muji, but
him
it's
and
still
Muji, yeah.
we still have the same players. It's the same team.
It's not the same team. It's never the same team year after year.
It's barely a different team.
I wouldn't say that.
I would.
The running back room's the only thing that's same. Everything else has changed.
It's been moved around.
Quarterbacks have changed. Fields is there over Rodgers. The running back room's the same.
The line's mostly the same.
Multiple wide receivers have been added.
Defense is
3 of
pretty
the
much
top
the
5
same.
wide receivers have changed. Multiple tight ends have changed.
Yeah.
40% of our offensive line is new. 60% if you want to go back to opening day last year, where Tyron Smith was the left tackle and not Olu.
It's just more so the dudes
don't even
that
mention
we
defensive
know
tackles.
are ass.
The only
Like-
defensive tackles left are Quinnen and Taylor didn't dress one game. You know,
I don't even want to
defensive
hear.
end-
I don't even want to hear the name Tyron Smith, bro.
Yeah, the cornerback room only has Sauce and Carter. Stiggers doesn't
That's
really
a
play
shame.
corner. He's just your special team guy.
Hey, it's
There's
just
3 out of 4 safeties that are new. And we got 20-something guys who are expiring contracts after this year. So
Yeah.
do not think that this is the team that Glenn and Muji plan on winning
It's
with.
mostly the
This
same.
is not
team.
their
course not.
core. Hold on.
It's mostly
man.
the same
Hold
team that
on,
we had
Weed.
last year.
Wade.
This is not their core. This is not their full identity. This is not the team that they're saying we're going to get our extension off of these 53. There's probably 15 that are going to be here long term.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is
They could have moved on
We-
from
okay.
like 3 or 4 more other of these dudes though.
we
Especially the dudes that the whole fan base is going crazy about.
we mostly have the same players that we had last year. Mostly. You can't expect him to just change that. You got to give him a year or two. You got to give him a couple off seasons to get his guys in
Absolutely.
and actually get you going.
I mean, you're looking at year 3. And I know Jets fans don't want to hear that, but that's how you build it the right way. You do what they did in this offseason. You don't give long contracts out. You do short 1-year deals. You draft guys and you coach those guys, and you move Malachi Moore up to a safety. You move Kiko into a linebacker down the road. You move Barron into DN3 eventually. You have Arian Smith be part of your top 3. You bring other guys in, and you build this with your vision. And then when you're close to winning, then you go give the massive free agent contract to have a guy that puts you over the top. You don't build your team in free agency, because then that's when you get cap hell. That's when you don't have money to sign your own players. We've done that. So Jets fans who want to do the same fucking thing that's been failing for 15 years, go Google the definition of insanity and then change your approach, because it's the same fucking thing. You got to do it differently if you want the result to change.
It's gonna take a couple of years, which is why I don't like freak out and go crazy whenever we lose a game. Like
I do, because we want these fucking retards off our team. Like, everybody knows the problematic people. Why is Clemens getting fucking penalties? It's just contributing to us losing. Like, we need to learn to win, not learn to lose.
Weed, stop talking over everybody. Weed, it's a talk show.
Who are the pillar players that you think we could continue moving forward with, that you would want to move this team with, that we could
Olu, Titman, and Membu.
Okay.
Garrett, Arian Smith, Mason Taylor, Allen and Davis right now, because I don't think Brees is guaranteed. Let's go Will McDonald, Quinnen, JJ. Sherwood's there.
JJ's
Sauce is there. Carter's there. Even though we don't like him, Stevens is there. Malachi Moore.
Do you think JJ's going to stay?
Thomas Hennessy, the staple of this team.
The best player ever.
He's going to retire someday.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah,
you think JJ's going to be around for a while?
I like
they're
Arian
just guys,
Smith,
but they're guys good enough to be a 2 and a 3.
I like Arian Smith, man. I think he should get more fucking time on the field.
And he will. And here's the
Throw the
issue
ball
with
to him
him,
behind
right?
the line.
You get a young kid, you draft him 4th, you're trying to make him an all-around wide receiver, and then as soon as you start to get some chemistry going with Fields, then you bring in Taylor. So that stunts a young kid's growth, because you're working one way and now you got to go the other way.
And they're just not using him in the right way.
Yeah, I
do what he does best.
I fully agree with you.
And what's the deal with fucking Stone Smart? Like, Stone Smart during fucking training camp and all that was one of the tight ends that was shining really well.
Why is
all the people that are shining in
you'd be going 3s against 3s, and if you're shining against 3s, those are guys getting cut.
I'd like to see Pritchett.
Yeah, didn't he hit Abdul Carter?
Yeah,
3?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I would like to see Pritchett. I don't know why he's not at least on special teams.
In the beginning of the season, I was very curious, as you know, Nick, about the 2 and 3 tight end sets. I just haven't seen a lot of that so far. Like, do you disagree?
Yeah, I don't like doing the wide receivers bunched up. I would rather see multiple tight ends in where you can man-on-man block and then do some bootlegs. We're not doing that. We're not getting Taylor. The 4th down play the other day, I'm screaming at the TV. And Nicky and his girlfriend actually woke his girlfriend up, who fell asleep on the couch. Bootleg this. They're going to play Allen on the run. Bootleg it the other way and give Taylor a chance to run and dump it off to a tight end. And then the backside D end would have to decide, am I going after Taylor? Am I playing coverage? Put the pressure on them.
Yeah,
any other play than a fucking dive.
If I have to see a fucking running back run straight into the middle of the fucking ball one more fucking time, I've been seeing that for the last 6 fucking years.
Fucking real.
Well,
run it every time we ran into the left of the play, like an
straight.
off tackle kind of run, we made a good run. But every time we run it straight down the fucking middle, they're bumping into their own dudes. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. We're not burning them in our run sets. You got to burn them in the pass to back them off. Also, Brees has not looked good. He's not. I would not want to give Brees an extension right now. He looked good in
I-
week one. And I know
I'm a
they're
little
run blitzing us, and I know that they're sending more people than we can block because they're not scared of our passing attack. But as of right now, I couldn't even fathom giving Brees. You want to give Brees a 2-year, $12 million deal? Okay.
See,
That's
he's
where he's at as a running back. He's not an upper echelon performer.
Yeah,
You
he's
think
not
we
like,
should call
he's not
Arizona?
like a Saquon Barkley.
Weed,
Think
you're
we
like
should call-
you're like Chiefs fan. Every time there's a pause, you're talking.
You think we should call Arizona because they might
What
be
the fuck are
desperate?
you supposed to call?
I don't want to trade Brees, but the Cardinals might be desperate after losing Connor.
I
Mid
don't
to
really
late
care.
October.
Like,
Let's get past the Carolina game, and then I'll answer that. I'm not against it. If it's really bad, sure, get draft capital. You're gonna let him go? Get draft capital. I'm fine with that.
What would you take for Brees?
Whatever the fuck we can get come in October. If we're 1
it's
and
either
6, I don't
get
give a fuck at that point.
sixth
Just give me
rounder or
picks.
get nothing.
Yeah.
If we're 1 and 6, give me any draft picks that we can get.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we get a couple. If we get a couple of picks for him, that'd be
But
nice.
it also depends what teams get injuries. Championship caliber teams might overpay more because 2 reasons. Their pick will be valued lower because it'll be at the end of the round, right? So you might get a late 2 instead of an early 3 from somebody. But it's going to be a rental. So it's going to be somebody with playoff aspirations. I don't think Arizona is going to trade for Brees unless they plan on giving him an extension immediately. But I
I see
think
the Chargers.
Yeah.
Just because they're probably gonna win that division, and oh my god,
I mean, we're
Thought that was
without a
real.
3. I would love to get a 3. If we can get a 3, I would be ecstatic because it also gives us
Yes.
more ammunition. If we win some games late and we got to trade up for a quarterback, I'd rather have another pick because I would love to come out of next year's draft with an interior offensive lineman, a wide receiver, and a quarterback with my first 3 picks.
I just hate the thought of trading up.
Yeah.
It never works out.
Yes, I would do that.
Well, who's
I would take that. Yeah,
Who's the one?
100%.
Who's the one player that could give us a Herschel Walker type of fucking, compensation and shit like that for us for the fucking Jets?
Nobody.
So Quinnen wouldn't be able to get us.
Quinnen's 29.
Okay.
I mean, granted, he's got no guaranteed money, so it's the most plausible piece. But you're not getting a Herschel Walker trade. You're not getting a Ricky Williams trade for anybody.
Yeah.
You'll probably get your most return from Quinnen because there's no guaranteed money. So, and then the new team can
And
just
how
give him a
productive
new
he is.
contract. But he's our best player this year. Like, what are we doing? Like,
Yeah. Quincy
He
was
has
one of our
been
best
ever since he
players
got drafted.
until he got hurt.
Membu. But you're not trading Membu. Membu
No.
and Quinnen have been our best 2 players.
Quincy
Yeah,
was playing a hell of a fucking game before he got hurt.
He's still
Oh,
over
yeah,
pursuing.
Weed, I got to tell you, you're a pretty weird looking person, and only you can come up with a background that makes you look weirder.
I do what I can.
I mean, Jets fans would lose their fucking mind, and Twitter and YouTube would not be anything I would want to be a part of if we traded Quinnen Williams. But
Yeah.
that would be the answer. That's your most return. You can't trade Sauce and Garrett because your cap would go to hell. There's no guaranteed money past this year for Quinnen. I don't see
Right.
them doing it. That's your captain. That's a building block. That's someone who said he wants to be here and has been through hell. I would hate to see it.
Did you
I
see
don't
it this
think they do it.
season?
No, I can't see it at all. But that's the one piece that could get your most return. And that was the question. Who can get the most return?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we want to be sellers at the trade deadline if we're like 1 and whatever?
Well, that's if, right? Like, I think
That's
I think
most likely.
Miami's beatable. I think Dallas is beatable. I think Carolina's beatable.
think we're
I think
very
Cincinnati's beatable. Like,
I know we're beatable.
We're beat, but they're viewing us as wins. But
We're viewing them
we
as
should
wins.
be viewing them as wins.
I guess.
If our defense steps up, dude, the next like 4 games are easy wins.
That's a huge if. They haven't showed up.
That is
season.
a huge if.
They haven't showed up last season either. Like,
yeah, you're right. That is a huge if.
Dude, but we are a Gibson who got cut, fumble, and Garrett Wilson breaking up a pass from being possibly 2-1.
That's
like I don't
because
think
of
it's
the
fucking
talent.
as bad. We're scoring 23 points a game, and we had one game where we laid an egg. We've scored more than 25 points in 2 games. When the fuck did the Jets do that?
It's frustrating because we know these dudes are fuck ups, and the talent evaluators don't. They're supposed to be a professional talent evaluator, but you're not.
Well, look at it this way. With those 2 plays, right? The Gibson fumble, say we win that game. Now we're looking at this game like, all right, we got our doors blown off by Buffalo. We kind of expected that. We played tight with Tampa Bay. We thought we could do that. And now we're going to Miami, and we could be 2-2 with a win. And everyone said 2-2 would be great. And you're a play from being 2-2. You're 2 plays from maybe being 3-1 Monday night. So I don't think it's as bad. It's not like we played the Buffalo game for all 12 quarters.
Of course.
Right? That would be fucking tankathon talk.
It's just there's no patience.
Staff is close. Listen, you lost Quincy, you lost JJ, you lost Fields, you lost AVT. You've had some big hits, and you're still competing in.
I trust the coaching. I just don't trust their eyes. I don't trust them being able to see the past players.
You can't overhaul everyone in one season, and that's part of it, right?
Obviously, but the problem, guys, we couldn't have picked up somebody. We couldn't have picked up any undrafted free agent. This was the biggest D-line group in the fucking years, and we can't get nobody. We got nobody.
Clemens and Gibson should have been gone by the fucking start of the season.
It should have been gone before preseason. Yeah, it should have been gone before training camp.
You're right. They should have been gone way longer.
On it. I did a show on 3 guys that need to be cut who've been here. It was Clemens, Gibson, and Max Mitchell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I have little faith. Like, it's not because of the coaching and not because of the talent. It's because these dudes don't seem to be able to see when the dudes are shitty.
But again, you can't overhaul everyone. And they have
you can certainly get the guys that cause penalties.
In theory, yes.
In their hot heads.
But the reality of it is that they had all of these guys in camp every fucking day and still decided not to put them on the roster. They saw them in the meeting rooms. They saw them in the practice field. They saw every rep they took and said, these guys aren't ready. That's why they're practice squad players. And that's why no other team picked up our practice squad guys, because they said they're not ready. So it's 32 teams saying these guys aren't ready to be on an NFL roster.
The only reason I see Clemens still being on the team is because we don't have enough depth to replace him.
That's the
only thing.
Shut up, Weed. Everyone wave
Good night, Rick Cat.
Good night, Rick Cat. Love you, Rick Cat. In real life.
Connie, what the fuck, Connie? We know you're not a 2-handed guy. There you go.
It's because Clemens is a Texas boy. So is AG.
I mean, we win. I think it starts changing the narrative a lot more for individuals and shit. Again, man, going into the season, I don't think any of us wanted a fucking playoff, right? My whole thing, man, I've been saying it from jump is I would love a fuking winning season. Just give me a fucking winning season and you continue that. Fucking 9-8.
It's always playoffs for me.
Jaden doesn't hold nothing back. It's playoffs or bust, baby.
What are we playing for?
I know
you're
right.
Get better.
You're 100%
right. Get to the playoffs.
We got a young team that hasn't won. We've won 5, 7, 7, and 4 the last 4 years. They don't know how to win.
Our dudes have gotten worse.
That knows how to win.
Michael Carter's gotten worse. Sauce has gotten worse. Who else has gotten worse?
But this is part of the come up. The part of the come up, unless you get a fucking
you gotta get worse
Daniels,
before you get better.
Makes everybody on your team immaculately better on both sides of the ball. You got to deal with
every other team
pains.
except for us.
These are the growing pains.
We've been growing pains for fucking 15 years.
We haven't been growing. They've just been pains. We've just had pain. We haven't had growth. We've just had pain. We haven't had a winning season in a decade. We haven't grown.
So I expected
There's been
this.
minuscule growth.
I expected this from the beginning. I knew it was going to take a little bit. It's going to take at least a season. Like they need to have a full off season to like get people out, get people in, do their thing, build his own team. Right now, it's not Aaron Glenn's team. This is Robert Sala's team that Aaron Glenn's trying to.
Who's the head coach?
I know who the head
No,
coach
they
is.
replaced more than a third of the roster. They replaced more than a third. I don't agree with
It's
that.
still going to take him more than one season to get it together.
Yeah, you got to replace another third. Actually, it's going to have to replace 2/3 because a lot of guys you brought in had 1-year deals, but that's part of it.
We also had like no money going into this offseason. Muji wasn't able to bring people in.
I mean, Nick, I think
We'll see what happens.
I think it was you that said that all this team has ever done is fucking lose. And a lot of these players, all they've done is fucking lose. And they need to fucking win. Like, especially these close games, man. It's just fucking, we can't close them out. And that shit does something to your fucking mental.
Oh, man.
You know?
When McDonald blocked the punt and ran it back, my brother came running into my room like, yo, look what you guys did. I was like, yeah. I was like, we still have to stop them. And we're not going to be able to do it. I knew we were going to lose that game immediately. Like, I knew.
Who was
I'm just surprised that somebody in your house can run because I know you and I've seen your nephew.
I know my older brother's a little bit slimmer. He's got a little bit more fucking running him. He can go a little bit faster.
Yo, who was the player on the Bucks that fucking was like just torched our fucking corners?
Ibuka.
Was it Ibuka?
Where the whole game.
Yeah, he was crushing us, dude.
No.
Thought was on what's his name?
Ibuka
got them.
And Baker overthrew him.
That was number 15. Some nameless player. Probably.
Rashad White.
Oh,
who?
Miller.
Rashad White.
Miller. Ryan Miller.
No,
it was Peter Pins. I don't know.
Isn't that the third or fourth receiver?
I want to say it was fucking Sterling Shepard for some reason.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it was. I think it was like a fucking.
Was it the white guy? The white guy was Ryan Miller.
I don't know, man. They had that whole fucking white uniform with the creamsicle shit. Everybody. Wow.
Yeah, because it's really hard for a white guy to stick out at wide receiver in the NFL, Johnny. They don't. Yeah, they're dime a dozen, man. They all.
Hey, Lab McConkey, baby.
Now let's go to What Did We Learn Today? Courtesy of Nick Shy.
Weed, have you seen this?
Yeah, no, I'm staying right here.
Oh, look at my eye! Look at my eye!
You're ridiculous. What the fuck? What the Look at that, he's laughing.
I actually thought that was real.
Oh, no.
Why did he do that?
And Nate paid him $2.
Oh, that's fair.
Money.
Way to go, Nate. Hell yeah, Nate.
Why does Bobby do anything?
Wait a minute. So for $5, I could have put some wild stuff up, and Bobby will potentially do it.
Yes.
Hey,
yeah.
Johnny, I don't want to see any of the wild shit you put up.
Bro, you're
We're gonna start winding this down. Weed, closing thoughts on the Jets? Go.
I think we're gonna be all right. Just give them some time. Give them a season. Give them one season. Let them work. Let them cook. Give them a season. That's it. I'm out of here. I love you all. Jaden, fuck you.
I was gonna say, I know you don't love me.
I was hoping he would spit his drink out when I said that.
Well, if you know anything about Jaden, he's not a spitter.
No, he's a big swallower.
Oh.
Well, Jaden, that segues to you. Closing thoughts on the Jets?
And Glenn, you're starting to lose me. Nothing else to say.
They have 3 games in, though?
Yeah. Starting to lose me. You can't evaluate the shitty dudes that we got on this team.
All right. Captain Negative. Fucking shitty
Fine in
Nick
training.
flag behind you.
Gonna
Talking
win the
about teams
championship
that
this
can't
year.
evaluate talent or win.
Yes, the Knicks have been a lot more successful than the Jets in the past 20 years or 15 years.
It's like saying, do you want to get kicked in the dick or punched in the dick? It's really not like a compliment.
Yeah. I'll get
Hey,
punched.
Jaden's packing, bro. Just know that. It might hit
Yeah,
you.
Carmelo Houston was so fantastic. Get out of here. I'm sorry. I get all the guys that don't win confused.
okay.
Peter, I'm a big fan of yours.
Thank you. Well, I think there's a lot to criticize the Jets for, but I also think there's a lot to be patient for. We're 3 games in. It's not been great. It's not been, too bad either. We put up a lot of points on offense. Let's just see how the season progresses. I think it's way too early to say that Aaron Glenn is definitely a bad coach. I agree with you there, Nick. And from here on out, we'll see if we beat the Dolphins, beat the Cowboys. We'll make a better judgment call then. So until then, we'll just see how the Jets play, versus the Dolphins.
All right. Chris B says, Weed, do you love me? Weed, don't give us like a robotic answer. Can you give us like a regular human being answer, Weed, for this one?
Show some emotion when you answer it.
Yeah. Don't be robotic with this, Weed. Give us a from the heart answer. Chris deserves to know. He asked you a question. Nope. No, I do not. All right. Peter, good night. Good luck on the lanes. Are you in a winter league?
No, I'm not doing that, but I'm gonna try to enter some tournaments soon.
Dude, fucking go get on. You'll be like the hot girl in the bowling alley if you go in a fucking league and be like, oh, I bowl like 300s. Who wants me on their team?
It's boring. I want something more higher level.
Yeah, but you make money on the fucking pools. You go there and make money on the strike pools and the clean set pools, and you go get in all the fucking pools and make money, man.
I could. It just you have to pay money also to get in, so you have to see about that.
I'll front you, dude. Go win us some money.
I'll go do it for you then.
Later, buddy.
Later.
Johnny, closing thoughts? Shouldn't close up.
Yeah, it's kind of what Addy said, man. Just preaching patience and shit, man. Like, I think for myself, I'm still rocking with AG. A lot of people did not like him being all showing emotion on the sideline with his dance and et cetera, and everything. But then we used to complain about the guy that used to be over here that never showed any of that. It's our fan base, man. Like, we just don't fucking know. So I win. I think you win. It helps everything out. Gorlock the Destroyer.
Gorlock the Destroyer reference. I like it.
Just win, man. Just win, and it'll keep changing the narrative, man. It's the fucking, what is it called? It's the best deodorant to mask any shitty stuff that we got going. So, but Nick, keep killing it, brother. Are you having a show in the morning by any chance? Mañana?
I'm on with Jake at 10. Not tomorrow morning. Thursday. Well, since we have, I don't know. Not tomorrow morning.
Got you.
Let me see the news that comes out of tomorrow, but I don't have time tomorrow. I got to do shit after Jake's show before I go to work. So I don't have time.
Hell yeah. But yo, everybody smash the like, hit the sub if you haven't. What are you doing? You know what time, man. It's the Nick Shine Show, mother suckers. And just win, baby. Peace.
Badger. Just the two of us.
Oh, yeah.
You make it if you try. Just the two of us. I didn't die.
Glad to be here.
Thanks for coming. You're a nice guy.
Yeah.
You stick around for what did we learn, and then I'll get your closing thoughts.
All right. Thanks for allowing the Fortnite takeover this evening. We were missing Boom. That would have been great, but He's a behind the scenes kind of guy. He's the guy in the
He's
chair.
not calling in until 2029.
All right. Well, we need to reprogram your mainframe there so you can call in. Boom.
May says, I learned that if I have to listen to trade scenarios that are never going to happen, I'm going to have to call in so weed can make me into a meme of losing my mind or a giraffe, some stupid shit. I answer the questions that get asked. Ricky says, I learned that Nick Shine may be one of the only people that besides me that realizes the process is going to take time. Yeah, I mean, you got to put your scheme in place. You got to have a quarterback. I don't know if we have that yet, but this is what this season was for. This season was to see if Justin Fields can be the man. So we saw a lot of promise in week 1. We saw zero promise in week 2, and then he got hurt. So we'll see tomorrow if there's any news. I know David mentioned earlier, since we play Monday night, our injury report doesn't have to come out until Thursday. So we might not get the answers tomorrow. Thank you for that, David D, as always, one of our resident Detroit Lions fans, very knowledgeable NFL fan as well.
And the reason I have sauce on my wall. Hell yeah, David.
Boomtown says, Chris B, you call in, I call in. I learned that we could have an amazing ending to the show if Chris and Boom both call in.
I heard the Jets will get a win. Good night, Scott. Quack, quack, baby.
Wait, Clancy, that's Scott? That's Scott?
Yeah.
Scott? Oh, all right. What's up, Scott? I just saw the name Scott. I didn't know who it was, man. Hope you're doing well, man.
That's Duckman.
Bowling Jet. Different name in the chat than on air. So many bowling references. Peter, I saw a video today. I forgot to send it to you. A guy set a world record for the fastest bowling 300 game ever. He had 10 balls lined up and just threw it, went to the next lane. Threw it, went to the next lane. It was like 1:14, and he bowled a perfect game.
Damn. Peter
and then on the 10th strike, he just fucking takes a two-handed and whips it. When he was throwing one-handed, though, I just hit the fucking.
Hey, you got a strike too. Hell yeah.
Everything.
You got
so the mouse pad was slightly hanging over the desk, and I hit it, and the mouse went fucking.
You see how effective that form is? Wow.
That's it, baby. You gotta like you're shaking hands. Spin it, come up like you're shaking hands. Modine learned to suck. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I learned when the season ends, Nick adds many people to the panel, and the convo gets interesting. Quest, he had 10 balls lined up. He ran back to lane 1 and 2 for the first two. I bowled. I know it's 12. But he had 10 balls, and then he ran back to lane 1 and 2. I didn't know why he went back to lane 2. He could have went back to 7 or 8 and had shorter time. But he had 10 balls. Much like Johnny on most nights. Shout out to Johnny Boy, the 10-ball wonder. Clancy,
yeah.
I learned I have 2 Taco Bell chicken quesadillas I'm about to eat.
For real, though.
I went to Taco Bell a couple weeks ago on a Monday in the summer.
Why?
Their drive-through, number one, I live in Central Jersey, so there's not taco places open up at 11 o'clock at night. But I'm a big fan of the chicken cheesy gordita crunch and a quesadilla. That's what I get when I go. But the drive-through is AI. It's not a person taking your drive-through order anymore. It was an AI.
They're getting sophisticated.
I know.
So robots take your order.
A robot, an AI
Bell?
robot, was taking my order at Taco Bell, St. George Avenue, Woodbridge, New Jersey.
That's
Ricky,
wild.
I learned we should shout out to the AI community. I learned the Jets fans from the chat are even more awesome in person. You didn't learn that today during the show, Rick.
Yeah, bro.
Bobby really is back, and I can wait till next year to hear the word Sellers instead of at the trade deadline. Oh, Lenora Sellers, the quarterback? I'm on board with that, Rick. Well done. Chris B, I bowled a 300 in the Wii bowling game. David D says that's an amazing bowling accomplishment. Chris B, I had Wendy's and Red Lobster hours ago for dinner and
What
a
the
Frosty for
fuck?
dessert. What a combo. This got interesting at the end.
Wait, so you got the Red Lobster and then went to Wendy's? I mean, I can eat. You can see the stuff that I eat, but I'm not going to fucking Wendy's and Red Lobster in the same night. That's wild. Yeah, man. You have to have like some kind of like robotic food processor in your stomach to get all that consumed.
That's
That's
like
wild.
a Red Lobster, a Wendy's. That's like a spread that Trump puts out when teams go to visit for the national championship, and he puts out all the fast food for the buffet. Red Lobster and Wendy's. Chris says I can eat a ton of food. That's why he had to shave the beard. He got too much butter in there from the lobster. It's greasy. Had to get rid of it. All right, Ricky. Also, you're not a member of the channel. We got to change that. Someone got to gift the membership.
Oh yeah, do it. Damn it.
All right. One last time.
Now let's go to What Did We Learn Today? Courtesy of Nick Shy.
Nick Shaw.
Nick Shy. Mr. Boomtown, if you would so please, sir. Drop it like it's hot. Shearsy, I learned that all Jets fans around the world are all crazy cunts and sad. I'm not sad. I'm happy, man.
Crazy cunt.
I'm crazy. I can be a cunt, but I'm not sad.
Jay-Z, we're just a bunch of cunts that can't be satisfied here, mate. We need it now. We need it tomorrow.
Shout out to Shearsy, our lone survivor of Australian viewers on the channel. You are the winners, huh? Boomtown learned many Jets trades often generate more questions than answers. The Alan fellatio of others' teams is relentless.
Yeah.
Nate has a finely tuned Mets comment radar. Samini needs to check his math. Mays, I am just a cunt. Bonus, Wrenchageddon will go down when Samini joins the show. Samini and the big fella are not fluffers. Unclear if Nick has a super fan from Korea or China. Nikki is not ready to take the big wheel. Double bonus, Peter Pins goes by many names. Weed may have been getting paid on a words per minute basis tonight. Jaden is not a spitter. Wendy's and Red Lobster, the unsung pairing. Addison?
That's an
Closing
incredible
thoughts?
combination. Well, I mean, a lot of us expected this season to be a majority of losses anywho. I know we all want to see the first win. We all can't wait for that. But, I mean, if you expected us to have a majority of losses, I mean, we're going to fucking be losing. So just buckle up. Get ready for him to correct the solid stink that's still left behind in the locker room. And Jets, that's it. No matter what. 0-17 or 17-0, you know you're still going to be watching. So,
Hell yeah. Now, question that everyone wants to know. I know you probably don't know the answer to this, but I'm going to
Probably
ask
not.
you anyway. Do you know when and where we could see you on any co-hosting job assignments or volunteer duties, I would guess? You find out like 3 minutes before, right?
Yeah, actually, I was working a long day today, so I didn't really get on the show a lot. But maybe tomorrow. I don't know. Bobby was a little pressed. It seemed like at the end of the show, but thanks, Matthew Smith. You're a nice guy. Hopefully tomorrow, Bobby will be back. He says he's back now, so we'll see. We'll find out tomorrow.
Coming live from communist Brattleboro, Vermont. I don't know, Shirzy. I just talk shit sometimes. Don't mind me. Appreciate you watching, man. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching the Nick Shine Show. That's my homeboy Addison. You guys are the awesome chat. I appreciate all of you for being here. Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern, I'll be on with Jake. We'll see if we have any news from Glenn, see if he's at the mic with the media. Jets' schedule's probably shifted back with the Monday night game, as David pointed out. So don't know if we'll get much information tomorrow, but whatever we know, we'll discuss, and we'll go from there. So, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, Clancy sucks dick. It's horrible.
Well, another day of preparation that hopefully is utilized correctly, and we don't walk out there looking like a bunch of robots dancing in the rain.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you, I would rather have this happen to me again than wait till Monday night for Jets football.
Oh, at least you.
That part went through the phone. Don't laugh and take a hit at the same time. If you know, you know. Woo.
Kick the shit out of the Dolphins. Let's get a fucking win. Let's fucking
Pretty
end
much.
the negativity, man. Turn the fucking season. Go win fucking 5 games in a row before the bye. Be 5-3. Woo. Boomtown, note that. We're not going to do it, but just note it.
Damn right, Boom.
Boomtown's list. Nick talks more nonsense. 1:05 a.m. Good night, everybody. Shout out to Blitz BK. Shout out to all you guys. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you tomorrow morning on Jake's show, and possibly tomorrow night if we get some Jets news. Peace.
Good evening, everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Normally, this is the part where I go into a monologue about the Jets. I got to address something first. There's been some shit talk out there about this program. Don't talk shit about my family. They're my family.
And this just in, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah, get ready for this new showdown. I call it the anytime, any day throwdown. Nick Shine, kill these clowns till they make no sound. They lose weight, we feel great when we burn these pounds. We all know that jet green make the earth go round. Another rookie head coach, another first go round. We bleed green, each fiend hope this team win now. And twist dreams in the DP when my beats are found. Shiners unite, knock the lights out of midnight. We go show for show, goon for goon. We can fist fight, I rip mics. Clemens and Williams, all the dislikes. Bunch of Jets rappers out there, they ain't this nice. I did this twice. Got a sick addiction, so the green and white's my vice. I gave it blood, sweat, and tears. Yeah, I paid my price. Many years on the flight, no prescription, but I need a championship in my life, yo.
It's long.
Also, before we go, we're going to win more than we did last year, Weed. It's been 3 fucking games. Why don't you go fucking look behind your goddamn television in your pile of dirt and shit and find the fucking camera that I gave you for free. You fucking piece of shit. I love you, buddy. Hope you're feeling better.